This was where it all began. Behind me is the St. Andrew's Cathedral in Singapore. My late parents were married in this church, and they raised me up in Melbourne, Australia. They left behind a box of letters for me, and I went back to Singapore to get it. And this is my Singapore story. Apart from being clean and safe, the skyscrapers were huge, majestic and beautiful. The skies are blue and the grass is very green. And that's the world's largest durian, the Esplanade. It wasn't easy for Singapore to achieve all this. Independence of Singapore can only be achieved by many, many brave men and women. They were our glorious state. Indeed, when I saw this for the first time, I was reminded of how great my parents were and the great many sacrifices they have made for me. For sure, Singapore is always progressing. Here is the IR, under development. And this is Singapore's latest attraction, the world's largest Ferris wheel, the Singapore Flyer. My parents' last wishes were to celebrate their 20th wedding anniversary on this. Food, glorious food, simply delightful, fancy. I was ready to go back to Down Under, where it was the only home I knew. I was not sure now where my home is. The journey back to the airport was a very long one. Then I opened the box once again. I saw a brooch my mom had placed in the box. It was Vendor Miss Joachim. What does it mean? I asked myself. Happiness, here, there, everywhere. Families, people of all races and religions, speaking different languages, all were very happy with joy and laughter. Then it was time. Last call for Melbourne. Indeed it was a last call for Melbourne. I called up Melbourne. I told a friend I'm staying put in Singapore. And like they say, the rest is history. Now Singapore is my home. This is where my parents were from. This is where I belong.